Hello students, now I am going to discuss with you second topic of e-commerce with the 5C models. So basically lots of e-commerce experts given their views in regarding the e-commerce. So this is the important aspect regarding the meaning and definitions of the e-commerce and their applications. So basically the first thing अगर हम बात करते हैं तो this is the another approach to define and explain what e-commerce is. So basically comes from the so-called 5C model, the Zivas 2014, and it presented in the Rivas reports, and it defined the e-commerce by 5 activities domains whose denomination start with the letter C. So first C, it is known as commerce. First C is commerce. So basically commerce is what? So as you know very well about the commerce, basically commerce in the electronic marketplace there is a matching of customers and suppliers, and an establishment of the transaction terms, and the facilitation of exchange of transaction also. So it is a marketplace where there are different facilities are available for the consumers and business houses, and in terms of like facilitation of exchange of transaction and other things. The second thing is with the broad move to the web enabled enterprises systems with relatively uniform capabilities as compared to the legacy of systems, and a universal supply chain linkage has been created. So it is known as a commerce. So this is the first C of e-commerce. So where there is a linkage between the marketplace and between the shares and other individuals and interested parties and other things are involved. So basically web enabled enterprises systems, and they inform the capabilities and compared to the legacy systems. Second point is collaboration. Second is collaboration. Collaboration basically the web is a vast nexus and or the network or relationship among the firms and individual. So when we talking about the collaboration, so web is a vast nexus, means there is a network and there is a relationship among the firms and individuals to introduce or to conduct the business activities. So there is a collaboration between the industries and between the e-commerce companies and the individuals also, and more or less formal collaboration are created or emerges on the web to bring together individuals engaged in knowledge and work and in manner that limits the constraints of the space, time, national boundaries and other organizational affiliations also. So there is a collaboration. So between the collaboration between the knowledge between the limits of constraints and like time, space, national boundaries and organizational stack affiliations are also needed. So collaboration is necessary for that. And third point is communication. Basically communication are important activities or important part for all business activities, and that's why as an interactive medium the web is the has given rise to multiplicity of media producers also. So basically it provides the different multiplicity of the media products. So there is a medium or there is a different kinds of activities we conduct for the organization. And second thing in the communication is that this universal medium has become forum for self expression, and like in blogs and other things, and you just write a comments and other things, self presentation as for like polyware www.polyware.coms etc. We use these kind of terms for the communication. And third thing in the communication is the rapidly growing m corners. M corners commerce means mobile commerce. So basically we see that mobile commerce means the all the transactions conducted through the mobile, using the mobile. So they are enable connectivity in context. So with the location sensitivity product and advertising. So basically the communication. And fourth thing is in the communication domain. The web also serves as a distribution channel for the digital product. So it is also used for the distribution channels as a distribution channels. So there are different things which we involves in the communication, and communication is a very interactive medium for the talking about their product and telling about their qualities, features, price, and other views and comments also. When we use the product and you purchase the product through the internet commerce or electronic commerce, and after using you just comment on that quality, features, and other things. So communication is a very important part for the terms. And for this connection, for C is connection. So basically connection means there is a different terms or platforms which are we use, like common software development platform, and many of them in open source domain. So some are closed source of domain, and some are open source domains used in the different platforms for by different companies, enable a wide spectrum of the firms to avail themselves. So basically there are benefits of the already developed softwares, and which is moreover compatible with that of the their trading and collaborating the partners also. So there is a standard terms which is commonly used as software development platforms. So there are different software development companies they use their developer resources, applications, and other things. Amazon, Flipkart, and other different applications to be installed in the mobile phones and other things. So there are different things, and trading and collaborating the partners. And second thing in the connection is the internet as a network of network that is easy to join, and out of which it is relatively easy to curve out the virtual private networks. And it is universal telecommunication network, now widely expanded in the mobile domains also. So internet is very important for the e-commerce, and this is the another source of connections. So connection through the different uses. So connection through software development platform and connection through the internet also. So there are different sources are available for connecting peoples with each others. And fifth C is computation. Computation basically is another important C or another terms. Internet infrastructure related to internet infrastructure, which is enable large scale of sharing of computational and storage resources, thus leading to the implementation of the decades old ideas of utilities computing basically. So computation is now very important terms in the e-commerce and other things. So these are the 5 C's, and on the basis of 5 C's we can define the e-commerce also. I try to define the e-commerce, and now I am going to discuss with you some other points, some additional terms. These are the another important terms regarding the e-commerce. The first thing is m-commerce. Now I am going to discuss with you some additional terms regarding the e-commerce. The first is m-commerce. M-commerce basically known as the mobile commerce, and it is Mohapatra in 2013, and is commonly understood as the uses of mobile device for the business purposes, especially mobile phones, PDIs, personal digital assistants also using. So there are different things which we use in terms of mobile commerce, and now there are some main features of mobile commerce or m-commerce. Basically location independence of mobile or customers. So independence. So independence is there, and locations of independence is also there, and high availability of services through well establishment mobile phone networks. Third is increasing computer power of mobile devices. Fourth, interactivity of mobile devices means voice and other data transfers are also available. Security means it is secured when using the mobile phones networks, then it is secured. Fourth is another point is localization of customers through the cell structures also, and accessibility of the customers, and potential of personalization service and offers also. So it is all the things or features uh, which are available on the m-commerce activities. Second point is e-procurement. Basically e-procurement, electronic procurement. So generally e-procurement is the automation of an organization procurement process using web-based application, and it enables widely dispersed customers and suppliers to interact and execute purchase transaction. So basically e-procurement is the another important device, or it is another automation of an organization procurement process. Automatically the process is going on, and it enables widely dispersed customers and suppliers to interact and execute the purchase transaction, and each steps in the procurement process is captured electronically. All the process are conducted on the platform electronically, and all the transaction data is routed automatically, and reducing the time and cost of procurement also. So basically proper deployed e-procurement can deliver tremendous value of the enterprises in different ways. So now the e-procurement is also necessary and important terms in e-commerce, like maintenance, repairs and operation. It is also known as MRO. MRO is basically the term where we use the M for maintenance, R for repair, O for operation on the basis of web-based applications and system directly by the demand carriers, and reduce the process cost in the area of so-called C articles, and like it is represent in a small portion of the total financial procurement value, but causes of significant portion of the procurement cost. So there are different things in terms of every sales process. At the same time it is procurement process or the buying process from the point of view of the potential customer. Sales process are driven by the suppliers, procurement process are driven by the customers. So there are two things basically. The first thing is sales, second is the procurement process. So basically sales process driven by the supplier and procurement process driven by the customers also. So however exchange of goods and services has to be managed, but this will be considered as e-commerce as a specific view of onto e-commerce. And third thing is e-government. E-government, electronic government. Basically nowadays the e-government concept is very popular in India and other all countries also. So e-government short for the electronic government, also known as e-gov, internet government, digital government, online government, connected government. So there are different names where we use for the e-government. So they consist of the digital interactions between the citizens and their government. So it is also known as C2G, it means customers or citizens to government, and between the government and the government agencies it is also known as G2G. So there are different things. So like the first thing we use, it is known as C2G. Other thing we use, it is known as G2G, and other thing we use like G2C, and like G2E and G2B. So these are the different terms which we use in e-government. So G2C means the government to citizens, and there is a relationship between or interaction between the government and citizens, and between the government and employees it is G2E also, and between the government and business and other commerce activities it is also known as G2B. So there are different terms which we use in government. So basically nowadays it is a digital age and digital electronic age, and it is necessary for all like in nowadays in terms of lockdown. तो लॉकडाउन बेसिकली हम देख रहे हैं. तो nowadays electronic government is very effectively work nowadays in now situational epidemic disease and terms and etc. तो हम nowadays it is very good for and it works like and the digital interaction include all levels of government, state government, central government, province and national and other international governments. They are interacted with each others, and government's information communication technology ICT are also used, and business process and re-engineering are also there. And fourth thing is e-administration. It is e-administration. E-administration basically electronic administration means the activities 20 in the 21st centuries. We can see that it refers to those mechanisms which convert the paper process into the traditional offers into the electronic process with the goal to create a paperless offices. So this is another efforts by using the electronic commerce, electronic terms. It is in terms of e-administration. So all the administrative activities, all the administrative offices and doing their activities and process and which is and paperless activities. So with the goal to create a paperless offices. So this is a very important for nowadays, and its objective is to get total transparency and accountability within an organization. तो हम देख रहे हैं कि एक ऑर्गेनाइजेशंस में अकाउंटेबिलिटी एंड ट्रांसपेरेंसीज को क्रिएट करने के लिए ऑब्जेक्टिव्स इट इज़ को फिट करने के लिए गोल्स को सेट करने के लिए टोटल एक्टिविटीज़ को रन करने के लिए लॉट्स ऑफ थिंग्स आर देयर. एंड फिफ्थ पॉइंट इज e-democracy. So basically e-democracy is electronic democracy, means now in 21st century information and communication technology ICT to provide the democracy, promote the democracy, and it means a form of government in which all the adult citizens are presumed to be eligible to participate equally in the proposal, development and certain creation of laws also. So these all the things are regarding the e-commerce, and now today we discuss e-commerce with the 5C models and some additional terms which is very important nowadays and very popular for all. So to understand, I hope you understand these. Thank you for watching and listening.